Welcome back, guys. I hope you all had a good Christmas, got all the things you wanted, spent some quality time with your family and friends. We're now in that period between Christmas and New Year where nobody really knows what day it is, nobody knows what's going on, so hopefully you're getting some quality time with your PlayStation or Xbox, playing some Battlefield. I know I will be. So in this video we're going to be looking at some of the things that maybe need a little addressing or looking at by DICE. They're my personal opinion, but I've read a few things online and I know a lot of people tend to agree, but there's also going to be those people out there that don't agree. You can always argue about that in the comments. So firstly, we're going to be talking about the heavy tank. Now, as you can see from the footage, it's quite a beast, and the problem with the tank I find is that they're a little bit overpowered. I mean, once you get one, that you're very difficult to take down, especially when you have the quick repair, which lets you repair 20 of your life with just the touch of a button. Yes, you have to wait for it to recharge, but it's an incredibly useful tool in a pinch, and then you can literally reverse back in your tank and repair from inside. Now in this clip I actually picked the tank up on the map, so I can't repair my tank from inside, but I still have the quick repair in my loadout, so that was how I managed to fix the tank when I'm in trouble. The problem with it is once you're in one, nobody seems to take you out. You just go on massive kill streaks, which obviously is great when you're in one, but when you're coming up against one, it just seems like a massive uphill struggle to take them down. If a tank rolls up on a point, they usually cap it fairly quickly. Nobody really tends to take them out. Now, there are plenty of ways to take them out. I mean, there's the limpet charges, there's the dynamite, there's the anti-tank gun. The problem I feel is that the tank just heals itself way too quick. I mean, being able to repair from inside the tank, I've never been a fan of that idea as soon as it was announced, and I'm still not overly keen on it. It just promotes people going in there, getting plenty of kills, then reversing back out of trouble and healing themselves. At least when the driver had to get out and fix the tank, there was always that risk that you would get killed. Now that's completely eliminated. So I'm not really sure what could be done to fix that. Maybe weaken the tanks a bit, or possibly weaken the quick repair, make it 10 life rather than 20. Now I know a lot of people out there are going to say, well, if you've got a good team they'll take a tank down easy, and that is true, but when you're playing online with only 5 of your friends, 4 of your friends, you don't always get that great team, and not everyone's always willing to take out the tank. So I mean, they definitely need looking at, in my opinion. Whether you agree with me, you'll have to let me know. I mean, it's a tricky one for them to balance, because at the end of the day it's a freaking tank. It's supposed to be hard to take down, but at the moment I don't really think they're that fair. In this clip I do fairly well, and I can't even repair it from inside, so imagine what it's like when you can repair the tank from inside without using the quick heal. You're just unstoppable, really. The light tank and the other tank, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, they do have the same perk where they can quick heal. I don't really find they're that much of a problem. Maybe that's just because their weapons aren't as offensive as, say, this tank. I mean, the light tank can still be taken down quite easily with its quick repair, but I mean, it's a light tank, so that's to be expected. The other tank in itself, it can be hard to take down, but its weapons don't feel as powerful or as offensive as this one, so it doesn't seem to be that much of a bother when it's in play. So I'm not really sure what they can do to change it up, mix it up, but I feel that something is needed. Maybe you guys have got some ideas. If you have, leave a comment, let me know. But I'm sure come March, I think it is, when the new maps and the big update comes out, there'll probably be something done to these tanks. So moving on, we're going to be talking about the gas grenades. Wow, they are really good. I mean, people now are wise to the fact that you have to put your mask on, but at the same time, should you really get 2 gas grenades? It's a little bit ridiculous, especially on maps like Argonne Forest. You really notice that the area is just filled with gas. It's a real pain in the ass, to be fair. I think maybe 1 gas grenade would be enough, and I also feel that the gas itself lasts a little bit too long. They seem to linger around for ages. Whether that's just because people have to, or whether it is just the individual grenade itself lasts too long. And then there's obviously the effect that it has when you walk into a friendly gas grenade, which in my opinion is ridiculous. I mean, I get that it has to have some effect on you, but as it stands at the moment, it's in fact worse than when you walk into a friendly grenade, because you can't do anything. It completely ruins your vision. You can't focus, you can't shoot. Whereas at least when you're in an enemy grenade, you know to put your gas mask on and you can still hip fire and whatnot. I'm sure DICE will do something about it. I'm not quite sure if they'll bother changing the length they're around or anything like that, but I really feel they need to drop it from 2 grenades to 1 grenade. Nobody should really have 2 of any grenade, in my opinion, but maybe you disagree. So lastly, I want to talk about the support class. Now, I always liked the support class from the start. He's had a little bit of a buff with his LMGs, and now a lot more people are using him, which I think is incredible. But those LMGs seem a little bit crazily overpowered now. I mean, if you lie down and use your bipod, you can sometimes out-snipe a sniper, which seems a little bit ridiculous considering you're using an LMG. But my main focus of this video is, as you'll see from the footage, grenade spam. Now, as a support, you can drop an ammo crate down and you can constantly resupply your grenade. Well, now with the Giant Shadow update, the support also gets a crossbow, which gives him more grenades, and as you can see, you can literally spam the grenades over and over and over. Now this, to me, seems a little bit stupid, but what can they really do? Will they put a cap on the amount of grenades you can have? You just seem to be able to get your standard grenade back, throw it, fire out your crossbow grenade, and then you get your standard one back, throw it, and then you get your crossbow grenade back, so on and so forth. So you're constantly having a stream of grenades, and you can see it's really effective, especially on the choke points on Argon Forest. You can just throw one and you get kill after kill after kill. Not exactly skillful, I'll admit. I really do feel that that needs looking at, because you shouldn't be able to just spam grenades like that. Now, I'm sure these things will probably get looked at. I mean, DICE are usually quite good with their community. They look at the feedback on their forums, they also look at social media, so they'll see people are complaining about this, and I'm not the only one. I mean, they are in a tough situation because it's easy for us to just pick out what's wrong, but they have to find a solution and fix it, which is obviously the harder part. For me personally, I think the one that needs addressing the most is probably the gas grenades. These are only 3 problems that I've picked up on in the game. There are other things that I'm not overly happy with, and while it sounds like I hate the game completely, I really don't. I love the game, I think it's fantastic, but I certainly do feel there's things that could be tweaked here and there, and I'm sure along the way DICE really will do that. So what about you guys? Is there anything you feel that they need to look at, or maybe you feel is overpowered? I mean, they are constantly looking at weapon balance, vehicle balance, so these things are going to be addressed. It's literally just a matter of time. I think the next big update is the one that comes in March with the new maps, which seems a little way off, so we're just going to have to put up with these things until then. I don't feel like any of them are truly game breaking, I just feel like they're a little bit of an annoyance. I can put up with it. I enjoy the game more than I don't enjoy the game, so that's always important.
Take that ammunition!
Of our soldiers remain.
Well, that's all for this video, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, make sure to hit the thumbs up button. Why not leave a comment? Tell me what you think they can do to these things. Maybe you've got better ideas than I have. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.
President Wilson salutes you. God help us.
One can only speculate.